Welcome to our live training session number 44, part 5. We're going to be learning how to work with our variable cam control on our Honda K series engine using our Link G4 Plus standalone system. Now in our last video, we learned how to do our full throttle mapping for fuel and spark timing on our low cam or with VTEC disable. So this video, we're going to start to integrate and work with our variable cam control. We're also going to be turning on our VTEC and learning how to set our VTEC engagement point and then tuning our separate fuel and spark timing tables that we have configured for our high cam or VTEC operation. We're gonna have a lot of things to cover, so let's jump into our live training session so we can check this out. Welcome back to our live training session here with our naturally aspirated K24 swapped EG Civic running on a Link Fury standalone. In the last video, we mapped out our fuel and spark timing for wide open throttle areas of operation. Now we have our VTEC disabled and we still have our variable cam off. In the last video, we did our cam test to set up our neutral position so that the Link will track where the cam is at when it's at 0 or the rest position. Now we're ready to start to rotate the cam and seeing the cause and effect for fuel as we're dialing in everything and picking up our power. We're going to find there's going to be a sweet spot for the variable cam control, and we can evaluate what cam angle changes are going to be a positive gain or lose power depending on where we're going to be moving our variable cam target at, and then evaluating what's going on with our fuel. That's going to be a very clear indication that you can figure out where your variable cam is going to be efficient at and not. And we've baselined it off of our table here with the variable cam off and VTEC off. So we've kind of stripped away the layers of control, and now we can see the cause and effect much easier without a chassis dyno. Now obviously we have the dyno here at our disposal. We can check out what's going on the screen and see the before and after, but if I didn't have a chassis dyno, I would be able to pay attention to my data logs and look at what was going on and evaluate those changes and know if it was again a positive or a negative gain with variable cam control. A lot of people get confused with variable cam control. It's actually very simple. We start off with a neutral position or 0 of the cam. That's not having any advance. We're rotating the cam as we're going and commanding more positive degrees of rotation. So from 0 we'll go to 10, 20, 30. As we rotate the cam more, we're essentially filling the cylinder with more airflow and packing more air in. And if we pack more air in, then we need more fuel, and naturally we're going to be making more power. So it's going to be promoting cylinder filling. It's also going to be promoting that based around the exhaust scavenging effect. So we're introducing this overlap usually at the low and mid engine RPM. So it's going to be, again, having that enhanced cylinder filling because of exhaust scavenging. And then as we get to the higher engine RPM where exhaust pressure picks up a little bit, we usually have to drop back the variable cam because it's not going to work out ideally in that situation. So what we're going to be looking at here, jumping into our Vvt Tuning window, we're going to start to map out this this table here. So right now all the values are 0, and when we're doing our pulls in the previous video, everything was at 0. This was the last dyno pull from that previous video. We can see the actual position at 0. The target is 0, and we can see the output to the solenoid, how much it's controlling the duty cycle to allow that solenoid to function and to work. So what we're going to do here is bring in some variable cam here and evaluate the changes. Now I'm going to make broad changes in the table, and then we can see the cause and effect, and then I'm going to be talking about how to shape this table better for a little bit better drivability versus also reliability when we're running a larger camshaft on a K series engine. There's going to be some tricks you need to know, but let's start off here. I'm going to go at 2000 RPM, and I'm going to go and set this to 10 degrees. So we only can put positive values in the table because we've specified that our intake cam here is going to be advanced and the fully retard position here is 0. I do want to go into the cam angle test and go and set this to off. We don't want that cam test running right now. We don't need to have that doing anything. We've established our offset at 158 in that cam test in the previous video. So again, 158 ATDC tracks the intake position in the neutral position of the cam, or where it's at 0. It now is synced, it knows that, and it can control from that point. So we've done that already. Let's go and fire up our engine, and then we're going to go and try this at 10 degrees. And then we're going to be evaluating the changes, obviously seeing the before and after on the dyno graph, which is nice, but being able to see the difference in our fuel delivery, which is really what we need to pay attention to. So let's fire it off here real quick. Everything's powered on. Put my headphones on, and we just need to wait here until it comes out of any kind of post-start enrichment here. We should find that the closed loop correction here is going to kick in any minute. We'll wait till that kicks in. As soon as that's good to go, we'll do our pull and start to evaluate this. Okay, we should be good to go. It's turned on there. Let's go to logging. Let's start our recording, our logging, and Thanks for checking out our teaser clip. If you want to see the rest of this video and more than 500 hours of current EFI training we have to offer, make sure you click right here. If you want to go and check out more teaser clips from this training course, click here, and you don't want to miss any of the videos we're going to be releasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.